I'm so glad you're here at Science and Story. You know, my grandson, Reef, he asked me over and over, Yaya, where did the stars go? You see, last winter, when he would go to bed, we would go outside and we'd look at the stars. And he'd really like it when we saw Venus. And sometimes we saw the moon. But then, in the springtime, we would go outside and sometimes we would see some stars, but they were very faint. And in the summer, when it was time to go to bed, Reef would say, Yaya, the stars are gone. Where did all the stars go? I told him, Reef, they're still up there. You just can't see them. But he kept asking me, Yaya, where did all the stars go? And then I remembered a story that my grandmother used to tell me. You see, Reef, it's really the cottonwood trees. You know those big cottonwood trees behind our house? The ones that have all the pieces of cotton that come down? They're the ones that do it. You see, in the spring, the cottonwood trees reach up at night and start plucking stars one by one and storing them inside her twigs. And by winter and by summer, all the stars are gone. You can't see them. The sun has taken over. But during winter, when it is cold and windy in the fall, the wind comes. Did you feel the wind this week? I did too. And some of our twigs fall down. And when they fall, they might crack open. And when they crack open, maybe when a moose steps on them, the stars escape back into the sky. Now that winter is coming, you'll see more and more stars. But if you want to see what looks like it, find a cottonwood branch and snap it open and look very carefully, and you too will see the stars inside the branch. That is where the stars went, Reef. Now is the time to look for some branches, old branches that have the stars from last year, and you too can see them. That's not just the only tree that has a hole in it. Remember last week? Do you remember the kind of tree this is? You're right, it's birch. You can tell by the papery bark. If I take a piece of birch and I blow, the air goes through. So if I put some soap on one end and blow, you get bubbles. The soap is on this end and the air is coming through and blowing a bubble. I hope you try it for yourself. I wonder if I could do that with a cottonwood tree. I'm going to try it and find out.